This is a Federal Trade Commission required notice. When you click on an advertisement that is displayed with this video, or just before it, we receive a small commission. Sometimes, if you merely watch an ad, we receive commission. If you purchase anything by clicking on links on any of our websites, we receive a commission as well. These great Redneck coffee mugs are available at www.cafepress.com/redneckforpresident. We receive a commission off of them as well. You can also purchase buttons, yard signs, etc. from that website. Welcome to Redneck MBA with your host, David E. McClendon Sr. With your host, Redneck. Today we're going to talk about Hamburger minimum wage. Recently I wrote about an International Minimum Wage Act. The idea behind this was to keep so many American jobs from going overseas, while at the same time keeping the overseas workers from being exploited. The following will seem like a contradiction, but it is not. Anytime wages increase, prices have to increase somewhere along the way. This is Tom and his wife Carol. Tom and Carol own the local hamburger restaurant. To make things easy, Tom and Carol only sell hamburgers, one size of fries, and one size of soft drink. They only sell these by the meal. In this meal, you get your choice of cola or Diet Cola, nothing else. The restaurant is open from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day of the week except Sunday. That is 12 hours per day. Each year, the restaurant is closed from July 1st to July 15th so that everyone may have a vacation. The restaurant is also closed Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. This means that the restaurant is open approximately 300 days per year. 300 days times 12 hours equals 3,600 hours per year. Tom and Carol work all those hours, so together Tom and Carol work 7,200 hours per year. The name of the burger place is Tom and Carol's Burger Dude, a very creative name. Tom and Carol have two employees, Billy Bob and Charlene. Both of them work 40 hours per week for the 50 weeks a year that Tom and Carol's burger place is open. 2 employees times 40 hours per week is 80 hours per week. 50 weeks per year times 80 hours per week is 4,000 hours per year. Billy Bob and Charlene make minimum wage. Minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. Thanks, Redneck. $7.25 per hour times 4,000 hours per year is $29,000 per year. Tom and Carol must pay payroll taxes as well as the cost of uniforms, etc. for Billy Bob and Charlene. To make matters simple, we will ignore those things. To keep things simple, we're going to say that the restaurant is 3,000 square feet and that the rent is $1 per square foot per month. This is a very cheap rent at $3,000 per month. $3,000 per month times 12 months is $36,000 per year rent. We're going to give Tom and Carol a break on utilities. Electricity, water, sewage, gas, phone, and garbage pickup are only going to cost them $5,000 per month total. $5,000 per month for utilities times 12 months is $60,000 per year. Tom and Carol must pay insurance on the restaurant to cover accident and theft, as well as to pay claims for people too stupid to know that coffee is hot and wet floors are slippery. The insurance company is very cheap. They only charge Tom and Carol $12,000 per year. $12,000 per year in insurance. Things break in a restaurant. Ovens break, coolers go bad, and other things just go wrong. When a cooler unit breaks, food spoils. Tom and Carol are lucky. They only have to spend $1,000 per month for repairs and replacements. This includes spoilage, loss, theft, and wastage. $1,000 per month spoilage, maintenance, loss, and wastage for 12 months is $12,000 per year. Each year, Tom and Carol have to pay legal fees to make sure everything stays legal. They also have to pay an accountant. Then there are registration fees with the state, county, and city. The estimate is $50,000 per year. $50,000 per year for legal, accounting, and registration. Tom and Carol have not paid themselves yet. They have not supported any charities yet. Every small business is confronted almost every day with a worthwhile charity. The baseball team needs to be sponsored. The Boy Scouts need money. The local schools all need to have sponsors for their yearbook. We will assume that Tom and Carol donate $25,000 per year to local charities. This now brings the total outlay to $225,000 per year, and Tom and Carol still have not made a single penny. So far we have wages $29,000, rent $36,000, utilities $60,000, insurance $12,000, maintenance and loss $12,000, legal, accounting, and registration $50,000, donations and charities $25,000 for a total of $224,000. There are always things that come up. Just to keep these miscellaneous expenses simple, we will say that they come to $1,000 per year. Okay, so now we have wages $29,000 per year, rent $36,000, utilities $60,000, insurance $12,000, maintenance and loss $12,000, legal, accounting, and registration $50,000, donations and charities $25,000, miscellaneous expenses of $1,000 for a total of $225,000 per year, and we haven't sold a burger yet. Okay, now we need to make the burger meal. It's going to cost us about 60 cents for the hamburger patty, 20 cents for the hamburger buns, 50 cents for the fixings such as the lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, etc. Condiments such as that Great Duke's mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, etc. going to cost us about a quarter. Cooking the things about a dime. Fries 30 cents, soft drink about 25 cents, the oil, salt, and other ingredients about 30 cents, and the paper products such as the cup, lid, bag, wrapper, fry bag, etc. 50 cents, for a total of $3 to make a burger meal. If the burger dude sells his burger meals for $6 each, and it costs them $3 each to make the burger, then the gross profit per burger meal is $3. Each meal contributes $3 towards the overhead of $225,000 per year. So far, the burger dude has to sell 75,000 hamburger meals per year to break even. Tom and Carol have not paid themselves a cent at this time. Since Tom and Carol both work all the hours the burger dude is open, they work 7,200 hours per year. If they were to pay themselves minimum wage, that would be $52,200 per year. This means they have to sell 17,400 more burger meals per year just to make minimum wage. For Tom and Carol to make minimum wage, Burger Dude has to sell 92,400 burger meals per year. You can't do it all by yourself, redneck. One day, the president signs into law a new minimum wage. Now the minimum wage is $9 per hour. This means Billy Bob and Charlene now cost Burger Dude $36,000 per year instead of $29,000. This is $7,000 more dollars per year. That means Tom and Carol have to sell 2,334 more burger meals per year just to make up for the added cost of Billy Bob and Charlene. Previously, it cost us $29,000 in wages for Billy Bob and Charlene. Now it costs $36,000 per year for that same expense. That's a $7,000 extra expense. If we take the $7,000 and divide it by the $29,000 old cost, that indicates that we have a 24.1% increase in cost just because of the minimum wage increase. There is more. Because minimum wage has gone up, workers who make more than minimum wage expect to get a salary increase. The worker who was making $8 per hour before will now have to get at least $9 per hour, but will expect more. That worker was not a minimum wage worker before, but will be when the increase goes into effect. This means that at each step along the way, the prices increase. The farmers' expenses have gone up because they have to pay more for labor. The farmers have to pay more for supplies because each step along the way has had to pay more for labor. The meat packers need more money because their cost of labor has gone up in addition to the increase in the price of meat because the farmers had to pay more. The meat packers pass their increased prices along to the wholesaler. The wholesaler has to pay more for their labor because their workers want an increase as well. The original minimum wage was $7.25 per hour. It went up to $9 per hour, which is an increase of $1.75 per hour. $1.75 divided by 7.25, which is about a 24.1% increase. This means that every step along the way has to increase by at least 24.1% just to cover the increased labor costs. The increase is actually exponential, but just to keep it simple, we will say that the wholesale costs have increased by 24.1%. We will say that it now costs Burger Dude $3.73 to create a burger meal. Tom and Carol are faced with a dilemma. Should Burger Dude eat the cost increase and continue to sell their burger meals for $6 each? Or should Burger Dude increase their prices? If Burger Dude keeps their price steady, they will only make $2.27 per burger meal. Since Billy Bob and Charlene have gotten a raise due to the minimum wage increase, the $7,000 extra means that it now takes $232,000 per year to run the Burger Dude. Before, it took 75,000 burger meals to cover the basic costs of running the Burger Dude, but now it takes 123,012 burger meals just to break even. Since Tom and Carol work 7,200 hours per year, if they pay themselves minimum wage, they would make $64,800 per year. $279,236 overhead plus $64,800 in salary for Tom and Carol is a total of $344,036. This means that in order to pay themselves minimum wage, they now have to sell 151,557 burger meals per year. In order to stay where they were to start with, Burger Dude now has to sell 59,157 more burger meals per year. Of course, Burger Dude could just increase their prices by 24.1%. This would mean that a burger meal that used to cost $6 now costs $7.45. Not everyone gets a raise just because the minimum wage goes up. Now fewer people can afford to buy a burger meal. Most people who make minimum wage are at the bottom of the food chain, so to speak. When the minimum wage goes up, usually businesses will let a good many of their minimum wage people go. Companies will fire the least productive people when a minimum wage increase goes into effect and will not hire for a while. In the meantime, the very people who the minimum wage was meant to help are hurt by the increase. Those making minimum wage saw their 24.1% increase taken away by at least a 24.1% rise in prices. As anyone can see, a minimum wage increase is only hurtful to the economy. Adam Smith's unseen hand will take care of wage increases for the American workers. In short, the market will set the wages. Tom is based very loosely on my father's best friend Tom Dudley. Tom and his wife Carol owned Dud's Burger Shake, later known as Dud's Restaurant, in Ivy, South Carolina, years ago. Carol is based very loosely on the wife of my father's best friend, Tom Dudley. Tom and Carol Dudley owned Dud's Burger Shake, later named Dud's Restaurant, in Ivy, South Carolina, years ago. Billy Bob and Charlene were inspired by the song John Deere Green by Joe Diffie. The little redneck dude is inspired by me, David E. McClendon Sr. This is Ann. Ann is Redneck's wife, and she's inspired by my wife, Suzanne G. McClendon, who's drawn all these cute little figures. This is Milton Friedman. He was an economist a few years back. This is John Maynard Keynes. He was a British economist back around the time of the Depression. This is my father, Robert Bruce McClendon Jr. He was a great inspiration to me. This is my friend Moni. This is Paula Dean. When Redneck is elected president, she will be the honorary secretary of Yummy. This is William Bennett. He is the former U.S. Secretary of Education. This is former President Jimmy Carter. Since Redneck is a candidate for president, this is one of his Secret Servicemen. And here come Redneck and Ann's kids.